Hello again. I hope you're doing well today. It's poetry time, so I'm going to dive right in and read you a poem by Rumi called Defeated by Love. There's not much in the way of difficult vocabulary here. You should just be comfortable with the terms splendor and magnificence, which are synonyms. And splendor can be seen as great and wonderful appearance, magnificence, um, greatness, impressiveness. You're probably more familiar with the adjective forms, such as splendid and magnificent. They're closely related to that. So let me go ahead and read that poem to you. The sky was lit by the splendor of the moon, so powerful I fell to the ground. Your love has made me sure. I am ready to forsake this worldly life and surrender to the magnificence of your being. Oftentimes, I say when we're trying to write something for clarity and direct expression, such as an essay or something written in prose, we should not depend too much on context. But that doesn't mean that poets will follow such a rule. This is a simple poem in many ways, but the basic question here is, who is the you that the poet is writing to? And we're used to probably a lot of popular love poems and love songs that are in our culture, often simply just throwing out a you without telling us who you is. And the assumption generally is it's the beloved, the man or woman that the singer is romantically in love with. But that is not the case here. I hope that it should be apparent by the end. And what we're talking about here is basically love for God. This is a religious poem, and that is why the poet is ready to forsake this worldly life. He's anticipating going to heaven fundamentally. So context, if you knew Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi is a very famous 13th century Persian Muslim poet and mystic. And he frequently wrote on religious themes, but sometimes there was ambiguity, and different people read his poems in different ways. Some of his poems have been read as romantic poems, others are very clearly of a religious nature, and some it's up to the reader. So it's interesting that a short and simple poem can often be appreciated in different ways by different people. Although he was a Muslim poet, people of different religions around the world, and people who are not religious, have also appreciated his poetry. So, with that in mind, let's go back and look at it one more time. The sky was lit by the splendor of the moon, so powerful I fell to the ground. Your love has made me sure. I am ready to forsake this worldly life and surrender to the magnificence of your being. All right, so I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great Easter weekend, and I'll see you again soon.